The warriors who defined the Cold War era, 1951, Korea. A freezing hill called Heartbreak Ridge. Men charge uphill into machine gun fire. Some survive, many do not, but a few names become legend. This is the story of the greatest fighters and warriors of the 1950s, men whose actions were recorded in history, not myth. The 1950s were not a peaceful decade. It was a time defined by the Korean War, the early Cold War, and the fading echoes of World War II. This era produced warriors across continents, soldiers, pilots, resistance fighters, whose actions were documented in official military records and historical archives. Let's begin. 1. Louis Chesty Puller, a legend even among Marines. By the Korean War, Puller was already the most decorated Marine in history. At the Battle of Chosin Reservoir, 1950, his division was surrounded by Chinese forces. His response? Retreat? Hell, we're just attacking in a different direction. He held the line under impossible conditions. 2. Hector Caferata, night, snow, silence. Then waves of Chinese troops attacked his outpost. Caferata fought nearly alone, killing dozens while wounded. He refused evacuation until the attack was repelled. For this, he received the Medal of Honor. 3. Hiroshi Miyamura, captured after holding off enemy forces in Korea. Miyamura killed multiple attackers, even after being wounded. He was taken prisoner, but his Medal of Honor was kept secret until his release in 1953. 4. Audie Murphy. Though famous for World War II, Murphy remained a military icon into the 1950s. He served in the Texas National Guard and symbolized the American warrior ethos in post-war culture. 5. Douglas Bader, a double amputee pilot. Though his combat fame came earlier, Bader remained a key military figure in the 1950s RAF. His legacy influenced post-war air combat doctrine and pilot training. 6. James Jabara, the first jet ace in history. Flying the F-86 Sabre in Korea, Jabara shot down 15 enemy aircraft. He proved that jet combat would define future warfare. 7. Joseph McConnell, 16 kills in just 4 months. McConnell became the highest-scoring American ace of the Korean War. His aggressive tactics became case studies in air combat. 8. Nikolai Sutyagin. On the other side of the sky, Sutyagin flew covert missions for the Soviet Union. He shot down 22 aircraft, making him the top ace of the Korean War. 9. Lyudmila Pavlichenko. Though her combat was earlier, Pavlichenko remained a powerful symbol in the 1950s. Her legacy shaped Soviet sniper doctrine during the Cold War. 10. Vo Nguyen Giap. In 1954, at Battle of Dien Bien Phu, Giap defeated French colonial forces. It was one of the most important military victories of the century, a general who turned guerrilla warfare into strategic triumph. 11. Marcel Bigard fought against Giap at Dien Bien Phu. Despite defeat, Bigard earned respect for his leadership under siege. He later became one of France's most respected military figures. 12. René Cogny oversaw operations in northern Vietnam. His decisions during Dien Bien Phu remain heavily studied in military academies. 13. Matthew Ridgway took command after early U.S. setbacks in Korea. He reversed the tide of war with aggressive tactics and restored morale. 14. Peng Dehuai, commander of Chinese forces in Korea. He orchestrated massive offensives that pushed UN troops back. A master of large-scale troop maneuvering. 15. David Hackworth, a young soldier in Korea who would later become one of America's most influential military thinkers. His combat experience in the 1950s shaped modern infantry tactics. 16. Adolf Galland. Though his combat career was earlier, Galland remained influential in the 1950s as a consultant in modern air forces. His experience shaped NATO aviation thinking. 17. Moshe Dayan. In the 1950s, Dayan led Israeli forces during the Suez Crisis, 1956. He emphasized speed, surprise, and mobility, principles still used today. 18. Gamal Abdel Nasser. Though a political leader, Nasser commanded Egypt's military strategy during the Suez Crisis. He became a symbol of anti-colonial resistance. 19. Fidel Castro. By 1959, Castro led a successful guerrilla revolution in Cuba. His tactics reshaped modern insurgency warfare. 20. Che Guevara, a key figure in Castro's revolution. Guevara combined ideology with guerrilla warfare, influencing conflicts worldwide. These men were not the same. Some fought in jungles, some in frozen mountains, some in the skies. Some were heroes to their nations. Others were enemies to the world. But all were real, all were recorded. All shaped the battlefield of the 1950s. History remembers victory, but it is shaped by those who fight on every side. The 1950s proved one thing: war had changed, and so had the warrior.